She was bold, revolutionary, and she had great impacts with her daring style. Hi everyone, welcome back to Classybyher channel, or if you are a lovely newcomer, welcome to Classybyher channel. As a shoe designer, I talk about shoes in this channel, but this is the place to share my vintage enthusiasm with you all. So today, I'm gonna be talking about the ultimate muse, Mrs. Marlene Dietrich. But before jumping to the story, here is a little disclaimer. In this video, I'm not going to talk about her personal life. All we want to do here is to talk about her style, her career, and how she became a fashion icon. She was a German-born American actress and very much famous for her mysterious, avant-garde, and exotic style. And I think she had a quite relatable journey too, and I say this based on the evidence and all of her life experiences that we know today. So if I want to talk precisely, I need to tell you about her background. She was born on December 27, 1901 in current Berlin, and her mother was quite affluent. They owned a clockmaking and jewelry firm, which I believe had a great influence on her taste in fashion. And she studied violin, but surprisingly she became interested in theater, so she gave up on music to explore acting. Then she immigrated to US and became an actress, and even after getting into the industry, she made her stage name by combining her two names, Mary Magdalene. I hope that's right. And the truth is that immigrating to the Hollywood and becoming Hollywood actress was the beginning of her unique self-expression in fashion, and I cannot wait to share some of her iconic styles with you all. She was a pioneer in bringing men's clothing into women's fashion and somehow redefining women's fashion. But she had her way to do this, and here is how. Back in the day, it was such a great taboo to wear pants, and technically, when she traveled to Paris, she was about to be arrested because of wearing a white suit. And for your information, wearing pants was illegal until 2013 in France, and that was even 1933. I mean, oh my god. So thanks to her courageous soul, wearing menswear and more masculine style became more acceptable for us women. And you know what? I admire her a lot because she was so creative. She created something new, but she could tone it down at some level to avoid making it too exaggerated. And as I mentioned, she was really into menswear, but if you look at her pictures here, the novelty of that is if you look at her, you don't see a woman pretending to be a man by wearing menswear. You see an absolutely feminine soul wearing menswear. And I think she did that with so much passion. Even the costume designer, Etiquette, said, Dietrich's fashion knowledge surpassed many actresses of her time, so she knew exactly what she wanted to do and what impact she wanted to have. And you know, it is really good to know, I'm not sure about you, but I hope you agree with me too, that there was someone like her somewhere in the history back in the day that revolutionized and started something we call unisex fashion today, like what Balmain and other brands create. She liked to wear well-fitting pencil skirts, and whenever she didn't wear suits, she wore pants or skirts with a blouse, a silky blouse, which was one of her signature items in her style to nail that Hollywood glam look. She was epic in adding her feminine spice to her simple look and make it way more sophisticated by wearing a headpiece with her simple black dress. And I really like this photo of her and Marilyn Monroe here. If you look at them standing right next to each other, what is obvious is that we see two very beautiful women here. Both were extremely feminine, but one of them, I mean Marilyn Monroe, was kind of representative of a more naive girl. But on the other side, you see a mysterious, mature woman who was wearing a black coat but took it to another level by wearing that headpiece. And one of the other items she picked very carefully was a hat, a glamorous hat. It was a fedora or sometimes a beret, which she wore most of the time. And the other thing I really like about her is to see that she was so picky when it came to shoes. I mean, she wore classic Oxfords or more masculine flats with her suits, and whenever she wore dresses or skirts, she just picked the most glamorous and lavish pumps. And sometimes these simple high heels were just a pair of block heels to match her masculine style. Above them all, and the other thing we love about her, I believe the fashion designers of her time loved about her too, was her choice in good tailored and, let me say, well-fitting dresses. And the fact that she paid a good attention to every detail of her clothes was the reason why she became one of the most glamorous, and she was considered as one of the most glamorous celebrities of that fashion era. So now we know that because of her extraordinary fashion taste, fashion designers love to see her wearing their designs, and I believe it helped her a lot to make her mark. Like this dress she wore from Christian Dior, a friend of hers, in 50s, and in the other photo you see her in a suit designed by Chanel, again in 50s. But her journey didn't end here, and as I mentioned, her life was so relatable. It was full of ups and downs like many of us, and again, she surprised us. She experienced singing on a stage. Even her voice was criticized, but the ability of delivering it was magnificent.
Il me l'a dit, me l'a juré, pour la vie. Dès que tu l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
She had a daughter, and sadly she died of kidney failure in her apartment in 1992. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up to let me know. And I have another video for you. It is